My Lord and my God. Dear friends, an old man was looking into the village well for a long time. A child who noticed this approached him and asked him, "Sir, what are you doing here?" The man looked up at the child and said, "You love God, is it not?" "I am looking at God." The child, moved with curiosity, asked him, "Can I also see God in the well?" And the man said, "Yes." The man picked up the child and asked the child to look into the water in the well and asked him, "What do you see?" The child replied, "I don't see God." "What else do you see?" the old man asked. The child said, "I see my face reflected in the still water." And the man said, "Yeah, that's where God is." This simple story teaches us two lessons. First, the search for God in the heart of this little child, and which is in the heart of everyone. And secondly, the discovery that God dwells in all of us. On the 3rd of July, the church in India celebrates the feast of St. Thomas, the Apostle of India. In the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verses 24 to 29, we see the personal search for God in the life of Thomas. The resurrected Jesus appears to the disciples who are huddled together behind locked doors. He offers them his hand of friendship and peace. But Thomas, called the twin, was not present there. Though the disciples told him that they had seen the Lord, he said that he would not believe until he had a personal encounter with the risen Lord. His desire was fulfilled, and he had a personal encounter with the risen Lord. He gave expression to this experience in the following words: "My Lord and my God." For most of us, our faith journey began with the faith experience of our parents, our family, and the faith community. The little child in the story, who was not satisfied with the explanation of the old man, longed for a personal experience. Thomas in the Gospel was not content with the experience of his comrades, but searched for a personal meeting with the risen one. We too must long for and journey toward a personal realization and experience of our faith. Like Mary Magdalene in the resurrection episode, we too should be able to witness, "I have seen the Lord." Our faith life is a process of growth and has to mature. The faith of Thomas too was growing. An outcome of this growth of Thomas is the fact that he leaves his home and native land and embraces the world as his home. He comes to India to share his faith. His heart has widened. The expression of faith has grown too and has become now our Lord and our God. Genuine faith brings about oneness, equality, complementarity in our relationships. Genuine faith does not create separation, but communion. Paul and Barnabas are in Lystra. Paul healed a man who was crippled from birth. When people saw it, they said Paul and Barnabas were gods in human form. Paul was Hermes and Barnabas Zeus. The priests of the temple of Zeus brought out oxen and garlands to make sacrifice to them. Paul and Barnabas, on hearing it, tore their clothes and rushed out into the crowd, shouting, "Friends, why are you doing this? We are mortals just like you." When Cornelius met Simon Peter, he fell at the feet of Simon. Simon lifted him up and said, "Stand up, I am a mortal like you." Peter and Paul are wonderful testimonies of growth in faith, ushering in communion. Thomas is a symbol for us of faith and growth in faith. Our life journey is from I, our personal faith, to we, our communion, our common faith, and to one, abiding in the one God. Lord, increase our faith. May God bless you.